Can you explain what happens to us when we die and go to heaven, or soul sleep? Okay, let's talk about that. So I've talked about soul sleep multiple times in here. Now, quite frankly, it's a Jehovah's Witness teaching. So if you picked up on it, you really need to study the Bible again. Most biblical scholars understand and agree that sleep is a euphemism for death. The idea comes from a couple passages. First, you have Jesus. When he's talking about Lazarus, he says that Lazarus has fallen asleep, and the disciples have no idea what he's talking about. So he literally bluntly tells them, Lazarus is dead. Okay, so sleep equals death. Okay, and then we have this passage in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, where Paul is talking about the resurrection and return of Christ. And he says, those who have fallen asleep. But if you read carefully, it's as opposed to those who are still alive, as in sleep equals death. It's simply a euphemism that God coined because to him, raising someone from the dead is as easy as you waking someone up from sleep. So some people over literally read the word sleep and believe that somehow we're unconscious. Well, the problem is the Bible doesn't support that. You have Luke chapter 16, which clearly shows people are awake. You have the book of Revelation, where people are under the altar who've been martyred. They're clearly awake. There's no evidence of being unconscious until the Lord returns. Yes, people will always bring up Ecclesiastes where it says the dead know nothing, but it also says there's nothing new under the sun. It's talking about earthly perspective, human, physical perspective. He says everything is vanity. Is that true? From a worldly perspective, yes. When you add in the spiritual realm, no. There's plenty of meaning to life. As Paul says, we would rather be absent from the body and present with the Lord.